Hey there, everyone. So I just wanted to jump on because we had some questions about some of the cookware. So I pulled out some of my stuff, okay? So let's go, I guess, first off. Here's the cast iron pan. So you can see it's got a different shape. It's not round, it's more of an oblong shape, and it has two handles. This is the 12-inch cast iron. So you can see that it's very good sized. And I have lots of room. Like I could put 4 good sized pork chops or steaks in here and you still have plenty of room. So that's the cast iron. It's the 12-inch and the 10-inch. And we also have little 5-inch ones that you can use for individual mac and cheese or something. And those go right in the air fryer. So those are cool. So this is, next up we're going to do, this is the enamel cast iron Dutch oven. So this is a very heavy duty Dutch oven. It is the cast iron with the enamel coating. So I put chicken in here and baked it. And then the next day I made soup, boiled the bones, broke it apart, made soup in it. And you can see the rivets on the top here. So as it's cooking your food, it's going to drip down onto and continually baste your food. So it all stays nice and yummy and juicy. So this is the Dutch enamel cast iron Dutch oven, blah, 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 blah. All right. Now, this is like my pork chop favorite thing to cook pork chops in. This is the grill press. So this is a heavy duty cast iron press. It's very, very heavy. And I use it in this non-stick grill pan. So this is the grill pan that I use right on my stove. And I cook it on high. I put the heat on high. I spray this with my kitchen spritzer, which I have olive oil in there. I spray this and then I will put my pork chops in. And then I set this on top of the pork chops. I also spray this with a kitchen spritzer just because it makes it a little bit easier for cleaning. So I spray this down. I put my pork chops in here if I've had them marinating, or I just sprinkle some salt and pepper on them. Put my press on there, burgers, steaks, brats. I mean, I cook everything in this pan. And then this is non-stick. So if it gets yucky, which it does because you are grilling, I add water in it and I turn it on high. And then it bubbles and boils all of the yucky stuff off. And then this just wipes out really easily. And then I just keep it like this. I have these that I purchased, I don't know, like at the dollar store, I think. And I set them in here so that I protect the non-stick pan. And that's how I store it in my cupboard. Okay. This is our non-stick 8-inch fry pan. This has a texture, it's hard to see, but this is the non-stick texture. This has, I don't even remember how many coatings it has on it. This is my egg pan. You can use metal utensils in here and it won't scratch it. This is some heavy duty nonstick. This is lifetime guarantee. You will not ever have to replace these. I guarantee that. Now these also can go in the oven. These handles are made to be taken off. You take it right off and it can go right in the oven. Or this can slide right into our air fryer. So how cool is that? So that's the non-stick 8-inch fry pan. This was one that I earned when I first started with Pampered Chef. How cool is that? Who loves something free? I know I do. All right. So here's another one of our famous, this is stainless steel non-stick. So if you can see the inside coating of this, it is an amazing, amazing coating. It is, I guess I would describe it as like the non-stick, but then embedded in it is some of the stainless steel. Now it's not very like high rivets, so the food does not get stuck in there. And I can tell you, I have burnt Brussels sprouts to this pan, like awful. And I literally put some water in here, bubbled it, cooked it off, and then wiped it out. The interior of this is just amazing. So this comes in 10-inch, 12-inch, and a wok size, but this is the 10-inch, has a cover, has a lid. I use this for stir fry. I use this for everything, honestly. All right, so I'm running out of room here. So Next up, we're going to talk about the stones. So we also came out with a pizza peel. Isn't that beautiful? It hangs on my wall. I haven't conquered this yet, but this is in my mission, is to use this to put my dough on here, make my dough on here, and slide it onto the pizza pan, the pizza stone. All right, so you can see this, it has a lip, right? This is the small one, and it has a little lip here. That's to catch your dough when you put it on from the peel. Take your peel and you put your dough on and you slide your pizza on, and look at that. So you have one edge that's open and then you have your two handles. This is the Fusion stone. See how it's got the rivets on the outside, on the end, the bottom? This is the one that can be preheated and can go in the dishwasher. How cool is that? All right, so that's the small pizza stone. And I also earned every one of them, but this is the large one. So this one also has the lip, a little bit larger lip on the end there. You can see it. This end is open. That end has the lip, and then you've got your two handles. So that's your big, big stone. Big pizza stone. All right, this is the rectangular stone, AKA cookie sheet. This one has the same, I have all the ones, the newer ones that came out that are dishwasher safe and can be preheated. So I use this one for cookies, for biscuits. It doesn't have any sides on it, so it's not like a sheet pan, but it can be used for cookies, biscuits, rolls, all kinds of good stuff. Pizza. If you had a small pizza you wanted to cook. Now this is one of my specialties, but they do not make this anymore, but I still wanted to show it off because it's a beauty. This is the small loaf pan. How cool is that? So I did some zucchini breads in here, and I gave them away as gifts last year. So super cool. This is just the same great quality. You can tell I've barely used it. It's still brandy new. All right, so here is my most loved, and you can tell. See how it's dark? It's getting darker on the sides. That's from the love of cooking in it. This stuff won't come off, and that's okay. It's not dirty. It's getting seasoned and it's getting loved. Same thing. It's dishwasher safe and can be preheated. This is the pan I probably use the most. Roast veggies. I put, you can do sheet pan meals on here, chicken on one end, veggies on the other. I do pork chops with apples and sweet potatoes on here. You top the pork chops with apple butter. Super good, yummy recipe. This is probably the one that I use the most. You can do desserts in this. It's because it has this lip, so you have much more options for it. One thing I forgot to grab, actually two. So if you just excuse me, I am going to grab them because I wanted to show them off. All right. This is my loaf pan. It's the same, but this is the one that you would do breads in, or meatloaf. Great pan for meatloaf. You've seen that one where everybody does bacon and then they put the meatloaf in and wrap the meatloaf with bacon. Yeah. When the bread cooks, I can't describe. When the bread cooks, it literally cooks off the edges. So when you go to take it out, you run your knife along the side, boom, turn it over, it falls out. I'm serious. And you can tell, I mean, I haven't used it that much. I still do spray it down with some olive oil just to give it a coating because I am cooking bread in it, and I don't want my bread to fall apart, half of it be stuck in the pan and half of it to come out. So here's my beloved, and this is an older version. You can see it doesn't have the same pattern on the bottom, so this one is not dishwasher safe. It is not preheated safe. This one is the one that I use in my air fryer. I roast veggies. I'll cut up some potatoes, or we do acorn squash. Our garden spit out like 1 million acorn squash, and we ate them nonstop. Cut them in half, brown sugar, butter, and roasted them in the air fryer almost every night until, I think we have a few left, but we were eating them every day. So I just wanted to thank you for joining me in my kitchen while I showed off some of our great cookware. And please shout out below if you have any questions, if I can answer anything additionally for you. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a good day.